Those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening, the conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Punched away. Oh, what a ball! Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Thomas Partey, Peter, has an amazing engine, constantly covering both boxes and both flanks. The perfect player you want sitting in front of your defensive line. You'd be hard-pressed to find players who are any better than him at screening the ball.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Yamal. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Martinelli, and that's not going to reach. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Martinelli. Oh, no joy this time. Now it's Rafinha. Oh, that's a key interception. And back to the keeper they go. Odegaard.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Pau Kubasi promptly onto that, and that is that. Sterling, great ball, and he's in here. Pedri. Dani Olmo, and the pass is intercepted. Saka. There's a searching pass. Yamal. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
That pass has been well intercepted. Could move up a gear here. Lewandowski! Goal! Barcelona!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Now it's Sterling.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Back in possession and ready to go again. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pedri. Dani Olmo. Pedri. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Rafinha! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Saka. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Odegaard.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Oh, shooting chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Barcelona looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. He's played him through. He's got away. He's having a go. It's wide, but only just.
Odegaard probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Now it's Dani Olmo. Looking for options for movement. He's going for goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rice. De Jong cuts out the pass. Now it's Martinelli. Time and again they are repelled. There's the whistle for half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think there's plenty to be pleased about with that first-half display in terms of the score and overall approach.
Barcelona happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. Dani Olmo. Oh, well played, well played. Yamal, who's set up one goal so far. Koundé, and he's managed to get free. Cushion, and it's looking safe. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
That's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Lewandowski.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to...
Rafinha! They just took too long getting forward.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
Partey. No way through there. Odegaard. Odegaard. The most accurate pass. Pressing high and with purpose. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Always onto this. Yamal. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Martinelli. And that could set him on his way. Martinelli. Can he get it through? Sterling. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 10, el dorsal 6. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Balde, he's picked his way through. And here's Lewandowski. He's had it taken off him. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Havertz! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Rafinha. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should they need a rise. Now it's Pedri. Lovely feet. Tries a shot! And it's there! And surely that settles it. That was easy. Almost too easy.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A case now of complete control. It's run loose here. Merino, Saka, good read, needed to be.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Oh, good ball. Always onto this. It's a throw-in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Lewandowski. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Merino, if they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Rafinha. Koundé. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now this could be a chance. Shot at goal! Sticks it away! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Added time going, and he's had a hit! And that is a routine catch. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. But as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of
shapes to shoot! And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Now it's Lewandowski, fiddles it through, and he's managed to get free. Saka. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Lewandowski.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Pedri. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Saka. He's a sharp little ball here. Pedri. It's a good spell of possession, this. Odegaard. That has ended up in no man's land. Pedri. He's cut it out. Havertz. That pass has been well intercepted. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Martinelli, and he welcomes it in, and they can counter here.
Havertz, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That has been cut short. Saka. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Odegaard. Yamal. Dani Olmo. This is De Jong. Dani Olmo. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Havertz. White. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Saka. Yamal. It's gone out for a throw-in. Koundé. Rafinha. De Jong. And Rafinha. De Jong. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Havertz. Over to the left.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. De Jong. Araujo. Pedri. And here's Rafinha. Odegaard.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And it's Lewandowski. Pedri. Pedri proves just a little bit too strong.
Pedri really added the width there thanks to his...
Pedri! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Pedri has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Rice calmly anticipates. Now it's Havertz. And it's half-time here. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just...
Oh, smashing header! He's done very well to get to that.
Havertz is offering a wry smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Rafinha. He's played him through. Oh, this is a great position. Saka was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Saka! Yamal, and that could set him on his way. Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha. Saliba does well to get it back. Now it's Rafinha. Decent hit! Goal! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
So the first... There's the shot! This time, surely! And he hits the net! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, easy pickings there. Barcelona have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
He's shifting through the gears here. Threads one in. Koundé. Chance here to counter. And Dani Olmo. De Jong. Played out to the left flank. Ødegaard. Well read, and the danger is averted. Pedri. Dani Olmo. Saka. For Rice. Now that looks a decent ball. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Yamal, Koundé. Yamal. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pinches it off him. Now it's Martinelli. He won't be happy with that one. Martinelli. And that was very necessary. Defending was strong and firm. Saliba.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Rafinha. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
El dorsal 9, el dorsal 11, el dorsal 19, el
What
dorsal
a save by David
serán
Raya!
sustituidos por el dorsal 6.
Barcelona have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done.
El dorsal 5. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Ferran Torres turns and goes back. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And here's the chance to counter. Gabriel Jesus puts his foot on the gas. Ferran Torres.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
It's Gavi. Dani Olmo. And he's running through, and he's in on goal. Sterling. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. And it's Sterling.
2 minutos de descuento.
Pass somewhat off target. Pau Victor. Dani Olmo. Raya sends that a long way. Trossard. Crunching tackle. And that is that. Barcelona can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Great chance! They've done it! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Balde cuts out the pass. Havertz is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Partey. Now it's Trossard, and there's his chance to lead the counter. That has been cut short. Araujo, first quarter of an hour gone. Dani Olmo. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Dani Olmo. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And here's Lewandowski. Great hit! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front.
That win the ball and then unleash.
Barcelona go into the lead. Now it's Ødegaard. Oh, easy pickings there. Pedri. Oh, that's a key interception. Ødegaard. Arsenal upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Havertz engages and forces him off the ball. No, that's been intercepted. He won't be happy with that one. Now that's well seen too. De Jong. Dani Olmo. Rafinha. Yamal. Decent progress down the left.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Havertz. Havertz really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
He is through here. Aims beyond the defence. Shot could be on. Oh, he's been caught napping. Ødegaard. Rice.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Yamal. Dani Olmo. And here's Rafinha. Gets his pass away. Barcelona heading towards the half-time break. The win very much in their sails. Rice.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, can he get onto this? Balde. Oh, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. And he's gone backward here. Danny Olmo. No way through. Nicely aimed pass. Trossard puts his foot on the gas. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lewandowski is onto it in a flash. Nicked it back promptly. Pedri. Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Barcelona are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. That gets things going for the second half. No changes at the interval from either side. White. Partey. Trossard. To Havertz. Ødegaard. That is a brilliant interception.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Pedri. Barcelona finding their passes. Big chance! Yes! And surely that settles it. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So now the difference is 3. Merino.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Trossard. Havertz! Keeper's not concerned by that. Havertz. And he cuts out the supply.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Played back in. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, what a... He's had a shot! It's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. There's the hit! And it's in! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Gabriel is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Yamal proves just a little bit too strong. And now a sudden chance to counter. Trossard has got himself a free kick. That's tidy. Turns and goes back. And he's cut it out. Dani Olmo. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Dani Olmo. And it's Lewandowski. Pedri. Ødegaard. He's going to be disappointed with that. Yamal has created one goal already. Rafinha. Can he finish? Sticks it away! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. Chance for the header! Goal! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
El dorsal 20.
Keeper's got his work done.
El dorsal 3. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 10.
Gavi.
El dorsal 18. El dorsal 6. El dorsal 28.
Now it's Martinelli.
5. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Gavi. He's in here! Martinelli. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And the shot! Oh, that's a waste. Martinelli. Good read, needed to be. And he's there to belt it away. Gabriel. And that is a little undercooked. He has found the way through. Rafinha. Gabriel is the guilty party there. And he is going into that little black book. Partey. Now it's Martinelli.
6 minutos de descuento.
Timber. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Martinelli. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Trossard! And that is great goalkeeping. Pedri. Pau Victor. And he's straight offside. That is ended up in no man's land. Pau Victor. Rafinha short changes him with that pass. And there goes the final whistle. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect. To win, they will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion.
We have already started here.
Dani Olmo, passes short and sharp.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's been cut out, well played.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Chance here to counter. Rafinha! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Header! He's missed, but not by that far. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper, and this fella, Emi Martinez, is certainly one that fits the bill. He's one of the characters left in the game nowadays. I mean, people describe him as a little eccentric, and truth be told, he is at times, but I think we need that in the modern game. We need our characters, we need our big personalities, and I'm glad we've got one here.
OK, interesting. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Yamal.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Rashford. He is through here. And no, that was never going to make it. Little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go there.
Tielemans! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Has another go!
A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Engages and forces him off the ball. No way through. Dani Olmo. And here's Rafinha, and the shot's on here.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Koundé, and he's in on goal. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Nice sequence of passes, this.
0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although...
It's Lewandowski! Goal! Barcelona!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Tielemans. He's in plenty of space here. He's found a way through.
Oh, well played, well played. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
De Jong. That has not gone well. And it's Rashford. And that's an errant pass. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now it's Rafinha. Yamal. Koundé picks it up out wide. He's cut it out. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Koundé. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tielemans gets over and intercepts. Rafinha. Oh, good spread. He's had a hit! Goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Barcelona sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Pedri. Dani Olmo. De Jong. Now it's Dani Olmo. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Onana. Now it's Tielemans.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Oh, that's a key interception. Camera. Tielemans. Rafinha. Yamal. Rashford does really well to win the ball there. Now there's shot a goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Lamine Yamal clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That is good alertness. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Rashford! Oh, taken with style! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to get...
Has a goal! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barcelona are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. Pau Torres. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And through to the goalkeeper. Rashford. Always onto this. Rashford. Digne looking to hit the byline here. Koundé clears it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Digne could try cutting inside here. Balde is there, and he can get that clear. Lewandowski. Konsa calmly anticipates. Half an hour gone in the second half.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Rafinha. And here's Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo touches it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Great ball if he can get there. Lovely feeding, is such a good mover.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Pau Kubasi with the clearance. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Pedri. That's a nicely measured pass. Oh, he's found support out wide.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Big relief, it just needed better contact. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Barcelona moments now away from seeing this one out. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Watkins. It's a sweep. Now the finish! No mistake! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9.
And we're done. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Dani Olmo picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world.
And already we're underway here.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Rafinha is offering some...
A bit more oomph to reach its target.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Lewandowski.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture? There's the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Nunez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Pass somewhat off target. And now they can spring out of defence. He's through and all alone! Now it's Rafinha. That is great defending, so alert. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Alexander-Arnold. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lewandowski. Barcelona still without a single shot on target.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Rafinha, he's in a good position here. Gravenberg concedes a free kick for that.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Gravenberg. Liverpool upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Yamal looking to penetrate opposition lines. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Oh, he's found him in space. Mohamed Salah. And now the breakaway. Oh, played right into his path. He's found Soboslai! And it's a goal! The breakthrough strike. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Alexander-Arnold. Araujo cuts out the pass. Yamal. Now it's Rafinha. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Now it's Darwin. It's a pretty loose pass. Time and again they are repelled. It looks a good ball through. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That's a sharp pass. And he's found a way past. That's an excellent interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, well played, well played. And they can counter here. Now it's Darwin. Soboslai. And here's Mohamed Salah. Brilliantly cut out. Yamal. That's really well manoeuvred. Rafinha.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Robertson. And he's picked out the run. And he's cut it out. De Jong. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que hay plazas disponibles para alquilar en el aparcamiento del estadio.
And we're underway again.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Rafinha. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Soboslai.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Diogo Jota. Soboslai. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Liverpool needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Nunez. Yamal. And Dani Olmo. Yamal. Rafinha. And he's quick to snatch it back. He's in space and looking for options. Rafinha. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Soboslai. Jota. Picked out. Oh, shooting chance! Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Dani Olmo. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Darwin. Oh, that's a key interception. Yamal. Koundé. He's picked his way through.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Mohamed Salah. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Lewandowski. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, played right into his path. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Alexander-Arnold gets a foot in here. Rafinha. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And that's a good ball. Koundé. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 8, el dorsal 4, el dorsal 2. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 10, el dorsal 18, el dorsal
Liverpool
7,
are looking to go
el
forward
dorsal
now.
24, el dorsal 5.
He's shifting through the gears here. Shifted upfield. Rafinha. Ferran Torres. Some resolute defending there.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Rafinha. Ansu Fati. Oh, what a ball he's in here!
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, that's fabulous.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Rafinha. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, perfectly measured that. Elliott. Balde deals with that comfortably. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus.
And already we're underway here.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Saka. Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's a key interception.
Could move up a gear here.
Gabriel Jesus. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Lucas Vasquez. That's really well manoeuvred. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Bellingham. Rodrigo in acres of space out wide.
Hits one! He's delivered all right!
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
No way through.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Nicely aimed pass.
And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head.
Rodrigo.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mendy. Vinicius Junior. And the pass is intercepted. Shot could be on. Merino. Rice. Gabriel Jesus. 30 minutes gone. Now it's Saka. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Rice. Now it's Odegaard. Oh, he's found support out wide. Mikel Merino finds himself offside. He's not got that quite right. Timber.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
He's in a good position here.
And the shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
The keeper felt he had that covered. Some of the crowd were less convinced. It was really well drilled.
Merino! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Rodrigo, great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Valverde. He's in, surely! Can he finish? That's a half-decent try.
Substitution.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Saka, and here's Jesus. Chouameni,
minutes has been indicated.
Slung out wide. Rice, Timber, Gabriel Jesus. Oh, super ball. And here's Jesus. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And they win it back again. Now it's Mbappe. And he was quick to react. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Odegaard. Gabriel Jesus. And he's managed to get free. Header! For Merino. Vinicius Junior does have his name on the score sheet, of course. He has found the way through. He won't be happy with that one. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Saka. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Just about up to the hour now.
The attendance for this match was
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Eder Militao. Madrid applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Odegaard, that's good play. Merino, that is a brilliant interception.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Bellingham. Mendy. Oh, nicely intercepted. Merino. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, that's fabulous. Bellingham. Oh, that's a fine interception. Odegaard. Rodrigo. Lucas Vasquez. Rodrigo. He rises! He should have put that one away.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 17.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 8, Odegaard. Number 23.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Well, played right into his path. Could be danger here. It is over the line.
Number 29, Kai Havertz. Number 19, Trossard. Substitutions taking place.
Mbappe. Now it's Brahim Diaz.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Passing nice and neat. That is a great pick out. And here's Havertz. Now the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And here's Saka. Timber is onto this.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Saliba cuts it out. And here's Saka. And they're quick to get it back. Eder Militao. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty telling off for such a timid, docile display.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.